Hey guys, it's Teresa from NC Scale here, and today we want to tell you more about our new integration with Xano. So in case you're not familiar with the tool yet, Xano is a no-code backend builder that allows you to connect your one backend to several front ends, meaning that you can scale your business seamlessly and without the need to create multiple databases for each front end. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. And as you know, NC Scale is all about observability, right? And monitoring for your no-code stack. So we're happy to announce that Xano will now be included in our list of full integrations. So if you're a Xano user, you can finally store all your logs in NC Scale and monitor them from the same place where all your other logs are already stored. Now, to take advantage of this integration, all you have to do is connect the two tools. You can do this directly on your Xano app under the Connect tab right here. You'll see the NC Scale logo, and all you have to do is press Connect. They will give you a pop-up. You choose the app that you want to connect, let's say products, and click continue. Now, you just need to make sure that all these three options are enabled. So this will allow you to sync your full API history and task history, which you may also know as the cron history, as well as storing some custom logs or log statements, as Xano refers to it, directly on NC Scale. Now remember that anything you store in the NC Scale app will be available to you for 30 days. All you have to do is click save and you're good to go. Now, with the API history and task history enabled, the logs generated by these functions will automatically be sent to NC Scale, so you don't have to worry about those. You can, for example, what we see here, we receive the log from an API request. By clicking on it, you get all this extra data, such as the API URL, ID, execution time, and any request headers if you have any, data source, branch, so on and so forth. In turn, this will also let you set up observers so that you can receive real-time alerts. And this is useful if your Xano app has any errors like a timeout message or a long execution time. To do that, simply go to our monitoring tab, which is where we are right now, on the observers listing, and click on Create Observer. Here is where you choose your Xano app, so we will call it Xano Check. Choose your Xano app, which will be here, and the criteria that matches your business needs. You can set up as many observers as you want, and you can even create different observers for different API IDs. So let's say that I want to be notified whenever the severity equals error or critical. We'll add that. But I also want to be notified whenever a specific API has an error. So all I have to do is copy the API value, ID value from Xano and paste it here under your APIs. So for example, here that's an API ID, and you simply paste that value here on NC Scale and click on Add Condition. Now, as you all know, the great thing about NC Scale is that you can be warned however you'd like through as many channels as you want. In this case, I want to be notified by Slack channel, and I want to send it to the alerts channel on my Slack account. So all I have to do is click confirm and create observer. And that's an observer created for you on NC Scale for your Xano app. So if you want to store some more granular data from your function stacks, then that's where the log statements come in. Remember, we enabled that option at the beginning, but now we actually have to tell NC Scale to store the logs that are generated. So essentially what you have to do is add an API call to your function stack, and this will send a request to NC Scale that says, hey, send a log, right? And it will add that extra log statement to the monitoring tab in real time. You can do that in 5 really easy steps, which I will walk you through right now. So you go to your Xano app, and choose the API you want to monitor. So we'll go here. Let's say it's this one. You click on the plus sign next to your function stack. So right here, and then either you can scroll or you can just type NC scale. And this is what you want to select. Okay, select NC scale, send log. And here you can customize the data that you want to go with that log. So for example, severity, we want it to be an error or critical. It depends. You can customize the message that you receive and the event name. So this will be useful for people that don't necessarily know the log that's being generated, but still want to take action on it. And then you can also add any extra data that you'd like just to make the troubleshooting process easier. And then you click on save. Now let's see what this looks like on NC scale. All right, now if you go to NC scale and you filter out for your logs from Xano, you get a bunch of data here, but this is what we're interested in. These are the log statements. As you can see, it says test message. That's the name we gave it. And it says test event name message. That's the name that we chose for the event name. It says it's an error. No extra data because we didn't add anything, but you can. And that's how your custom logs will be sent here. So really, your data can be as high level or granular as you want it to be. It's just a matter of setting the right conditions. So with these three options, task history, API history, and log statements sent to NC scale, you're now ready to regain control of your apps. And if you haven't tried it yet, then try it for yourself at ncscale.com.